Welcome to the Fuller Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 4:11 p.m. That is Central Time. Today is December 30th. So we've got one more day left in 2025. So it's going to be interesting to see what are the worst performers in the year and how well will they do on Friday and Monday of next week. We often see at the end of the year that the worst performers in a year will either fail to rally at the end of the year or accelerate lower. And that's usually because people are in a hurry to get rid of them, that they want to lock in the loss so that they can write it off against a profit they've taken on the other side of their portfolio. Or more often, you have investment managers that don't want to be seen to be holding the worst performer in any given year when they go to have their client meetings in January and talk about their portfolios. They'd much rather make it look like they've held the better performers all year. So that's certainly something to pay attention to. Now, when we think about what's going on in the silver market, there's a lot of very forceful opinions getting shoved around right now. I thought that it would be interesting to look at the Shanghai future because it trades at a different time of the day. So there is obviously a little bit of a different chart pattern, but then of course there's also the fact that it trades in renminbi, and the denomination of the future is much smaller than it is for the COMEX contract. And I think it's important to emphasize that it got right to 20,000 on Friday, and then it pulled back really very sharply and dropped from 20 to about 17,000, and then has rebounded over the last 24 hours. So certainly the largest pullback we've seen in quite some time, and I think it is quite likely that we have a peak of near-term significance. But we also have the uncertainty about what's going to come into effect on Friday, which is the changing of how China will permission exports to take place. So they're cutting out the smaller exporters. They're basically handing the market to the larger ones, and they're taking over state control. They're making a very clear point that if you want to export, you need to do it through a state-sanctioned exporter, and that they're going to control it. And obviously this is problematic, but I think it also raises an important question about the futures market.